Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my go-to going out look. So it is a red lip with natural bronze skin, and in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly what I do. So whenever I'm going out, my first thought is I'll be getting photos, and in photos what do you see? Right from your chest up. So I like to put foundation on my chest. Don't judge, it's just so then it looks flawless. And also whenever you're putting foundation on your chest, what you need to do, contour as well. So I will be running over my full face, lips, eyes, and my chest, and maybe I might throw in some extra little bits there too. So yeah, it is a real-time video. That's my go-to thing now, apparently. So yes, let's get started. And also just a wee disclaimer, I am going out, which means I am drinking. I only have 1.5 bottles up here, so if you're offended by me drinking, I'm sorry, it basically tastes like juice. So yeah, let's get started. So first I'm going to be putting on my base, which is the Infallible Mattifying Base by L'Oreal. And it just fell everywhere. So I'm just going to put that all around the face and a little bit on my chest. And just rub it in everywhere. Also, another tip is do not pick spots the day off going out, which I've clearly done here. So yeah, it's a wee bit annoying. I did pick it earlier, so you know it's all kind of closed up now. And hopefully this base will cover it as well and protect it from any foundation going on it. I know everybody's going to say don't be picking your spots, but I mean, come on, everybody does it. Everyone, don't try to lie to me. And I also like to put on a second base which lightens up the skin, just brightens it up and makes it look nice. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Magic Essence Drops, and I always forget to do this before putting on that other base because that other base is quite oily on the fingers and it's hard to open the bottle. So just stick that along the face, and that did just drop on my top. Yes. And again, I'm just gonna put that all around my face, and it just gives it a nice little freshly washed kind of look. With my going out looks, I like to kind of be natural with the eyes and bold red lip, and then just perfect skin just over. And that's what we're doing. So yeah, let's get on with the eyebrows. I'm using the CYO brush sculpting pencil, and it's just in a brown shade. And as mentioned previously, I barely need to really fill in my eyebrows because they are pretty dark anyway. I just like to run around any of the baldy bits with this pencil and fill those in and drag that up at the front. Then we can brush it out just to blend in all that pencil so it's not really sharp and in your face kind of thing. And because this eyebrow always raises, like it just does it by itself most of the time. I don't know how to do it, like, yeah, it just raises a wee bit more, so I like to go slightly higher with this. Not really like noticeably higher, but just slightly with this brow, so then whenever this one's raised, it doesn't look as, you know, droopy, if that makes sense. So with this eyebrow, I'm just going around it again, and as I said, this one always raises by itself. It's uncontrollable. Wish I could control it. Maybe Botox will help sometime, but at the minute I'm not doing that, so I just fill this in exactly the way the brow shape is. I'm not overlining kinda, and then just fill that out. Sorry, brush that out. again. So they don't look noticeably different as in height wise. It's just this one will start raising. I'm sure you've seen in photos or any of my videos. It just goes by itself. Then I'm taking the CYO Brow and Lash Gel and just running that through both my brows just to keep them kind of in shape and nice, and it blends out that brush even more. Then for the lids, I'm going in with a P. Louise base. It is in the shade 2, which is Rumour, and I still have that base on my hands. I just put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And then the Suave Soft Concealer brush. And I shape out my brows with this. And even though I'm not doing really much on the eyes, I still like to use my base just because it makes everything light, and the colour of the bronzer that I'm going to be using as eyeshadow just is an all over nice kind of colour, and it shapes out the eyebrows and it hides any hairs that I do not want to show. Yeah, and just pat that in whenever, you know, you've got that all around the lid and shaped out the eyebrows. So again, just dragging that round. Like so. And all over the lid, of course. The only thing that I am not showing you in this video is I actually wear contacts. So yeah, I put them on before my makeup, and I put in some eye drops. Best eye drops ever are in Specsavers, and I don't even have the little box at the minute, but these are the best eye drops ever. Like, they're so good, and they're the extra strength ones. They really help. So I like to put them on right before going out and stuff. And you can wear your contacts whenever you put them on. Or if your eyes get dry or anything with glasses on, go ahead. Now I'm going around my eyebrows with this, and as I said, slightly higher with this one, so I'm not going too close to the brow with this, but I'm going straight on with this one and really carving out that shape that is already there. Just because this one raises more. So if yours doesn't raise, then do exactly the same on both eyes. Don't be modifying it in any way. It's just whatever you need fixed. Just kind of make it your own. And then I'm taking a little blending brush and just blending out the edges of that P. Louise base around all of my eyebrows. And patting it into place as well. And you can take a little bit and put it underneath your eyes as well, just to brighten up, because I am going to be putting a little bit of bronzer under my lashes as well. Right, that is the base done for the eyes. Now I'm just going, literally all I do for my actual eyeshadow whenever I'm going out is I just take a normal brush, and let me see, a little blending brush, and I take the Hoola Benefit bronzer and I just go around my full lid with that right up to the crease, and I don't pack it on at all, I just blend it out. So everything else that we normally do, I don't do for going out. I like it just very blended and natural. So I'm just honestly putting this on and quickly blending it out all over the lid. I like to use bronzer just because whenever we are putting bronzer around the rest of the face, it really blends it out instead of having it really, really light here. It just makes it so much more natural whenever you do have the same colour on your lid than what you do everywhere else, kind of thing. And then I'm going in with a little bit of highlighter and a little highlighter brush if I have one. I should have one somewhere. Show yourself. Show yourself. Oh, here it is. So I'm taking the Be Perfect Cosmetics Sub-Zero palette and going into Baby and putting that right under my brow bone. And I am someone who likes a really highlighted kind of look, so you don't have to put this much on. Just go with how much you feel comfortable. I just really do like a lot of highlighter. Good strong highlight. I like it. Go back in with that blending brush with nothing on it and just blend the highlighter and the bronzer together. And that is literally me done with the eyeshadow bit. And I'm gonna go on and do a bit of eyeliner. So I'm using the Superstar by Superliner Collection Liner. And I'm gonna just line out my lids. Oh, messed that up a little there. Made it too thick. I'm not used to using these kind of liners. I normally have a brush for doing my winged liner, but you know, needs must and all. And I always have to lift this one slightly up just because this eye is slightly smaller and it just doesn't work out whenever I'm trying to do it. Whenever you are doing winged liner, you can go in and touch it up with a baby wipe. So if you just put your fingernail in like that and you can just wipe it across. Like so. Now it does give you a really super sharp bit here. We're going to fix that in a second. Just wait and see. So again for this eye. Now what I like to do is take a little liner brush. Okay, so I can't find my liner brush, so I'm just going to take a little tiny brush and go in with a black eyeshadow. And I always like to put black eyeshadow on over eyeliner. I'm just using the Urban Bible palette and it's Sin, and then just gently go over that whole wing liner. And it really does sharpen up those edges. Yeah. Ooh. Now, lashes. I'm using the Urban Bible Ego lashes. I've already trimmed these to size. They are only new. So yeah, I have trimmed them to size for me. And I might do a video on how I do that. If you would like to watch that, comment down below, just so I know if you'd like to see how I cut them and size them and stuff. So for the lash glue, I am using the Geo glue, and I just like to put a little bit of that on. I like to add just a little dollop at each side as well. And then this one. Whenever I put this on, I'm going to let this dry while I do the rest of my face and then come back to do the eyelashes, just because I do like to let them dry slightly because they're easier to apply whenever you do, instead of trying to stick them right on. No. So I've already done my base, as you already know, so I'm going to go on to foundation. And the foundation that I'm using is the True Match, L'Oreal True Match foundation. It is in Golden Beige. And before I can do my face, I like to do my chest. But to do my chest, I need to contour, because with your chest, obviously, like my boobs already have the darkness here. So this is number 4. I've already got the darkness and the shadow here, but I'm going to be covering it all in foundation. So I need this shadow back. That's why I'm contouring. And to contour, I always use the same stuff. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. And I'm going to be going into this. So it's not really like darkening it up at all. It's just kind of adding slight kind of bronzed look to it. And I like to do that underneath the foundation for my chest. And also, I do have some spots around here that I do want to cover as well. So I'm going to be using this too. And I'm just going to be taking down this bit of the top to do so. But I'm still wearing a top. Okay, still wearing one. Right. Let's start covering bodies. Okay, so I do have my little contour brush here, and I'm just going to take this. I'm going to stand up just to do my boobs. So I like to hold them and just line out where they're going to be. Hold up. Bit wonky. And then let me see, my little concealer brush. I'm just going to go over those spots just to give more coverage whenever I'm actually doing the foundation. Let me see, just slightly under there. And I like to drag this across. Yeah. Now I'm going to use a foundation brush and also a sponge, if I can find one. No, I'll just use foundation brush. So I'm just going to blend that bronzer out. It's not even bronzer, but it is brown. So I'm going to blend out the contour kind of shade. And it does look a bit weird right now. I don't like to blend too much because then that'll just take away the colour. So yeah, just blend that in between. And then with this, I like to drag down instead of up. Now, cover my spots up here using the Anastasia Beverly kit. And cover that monster. It has been giving me hell for days. Just won't go away. I do have a video on how I cover my spots. You can check that in the link below. Just because I do it in all my videos anyway, instead of me talking through how I do it all the time, then you can just check out the video instead. And it goes fully into it all. And I had a lot of spots then, like they were big. So it's a helpful little video. My camera knocked off. Rude. Right, I think that is basically my full face covered with concealer. So yeah. Foundation. As mentioned, it's a L'Oreal True Match foundation and it's nearly out, so it keeps on spitting everywhere, like, yeah. So I just like to pat this everywhere before blending it out. This gives it a more high coverage, like full coverage kind of look, especially over the spots if you pat it into place first and then you can start blending it out. And I do this all over my chest as well. I'll show you how to blend out to your arms because obviously you're not gonna fully go over your arms and stuff too. I mean, you can if you want, but it's just too much effort, too much product to be wasting. And whenever I'm wearing my tan anyway, it does blend out nicely to it because it is the right colour. It's just, I like to do my full chest because it's different textures. And yeah, I just like it to be a full, clean base all over. Don't forget your ears. Please God, do not forget your ears. Right, neck, I just like to quickly blend it down because it's already the same colour anyway. And then I like to make a little bit more here. I like to put that right where that spot is, so right in the middle. I start to add most of the colour than anywhere else because whenever it starts to go out the shoulders, I want less colour to be there. So I'll stand up and just quickly start blending over everywhere. that is it. I have some left over, so I'm just going to go over those spots on my face again. Make sure everywhere is nicely blended. Right, now for the shoulders and the arms bit, I just take the same foundation brush and quickly blend down just to about, you know, where you put your sleeve. Just about there. Don't forget the back of your shoulder as well whenever you're blending down the arm. And again, this side, because we don't want any harsh kind of edges with the foundation. Of course, the back of it as well. Yeah, it's basically the shoulder area done. Now a little bit of contour on my face. I know we done the contour the other way around on the chest. That's just so it looks even more natural. Contour on your face. Everybody already knows you're going to put it there anyway. So back to the contour. Now slightly different. I'm going to be using the darkest kind of shade right here. So we didn't use this shade on our chest because it would be too dark. But then we go back into that lighter brown bronzy shade for the rest of the face, and slightly over where you just put the darkest shade too. I like to put a little bit down my nose as well. Not to really contour my nose as such because it does blend out really quick and easy. It's more so to add some colour back in. And I like to put a little bit here too. But like as soon as I put that there, I like to blend it out. So then it's not kind of getting in there and I don't know why I do that. Like I just like it to do that right away before I put anything else on my face. And I like to do that with my nose too, just to get that colour kind of blended out as quickly as possible. I don't mind it like sitting on my face, the rest of the face, because the darkness is supposed to be there anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. Next, I'm going in with the Infallible More Than Concealer. It is in Cashmere 327, and I'm going to put that under my eyes, just in like a little triangle kind of shade. And I like to take it halfway on my nose too. I think whenever I'm taking it on my nose, it really brings even that eye area, making it look a bit bigger than it normally is, because it really tracks all the light to there. And a little bit on my lip, and I like to put some on my forehead, like this tiniest little bit on my forehead. Put a little bit down your nose and a tiny bit on my chin. I don't like too much light hitting the chin because I don't like my chin, you know. And then taking a beauty blender, I'm gonna just start blending that in. Again, blending the bits where I don't want too much light to be on them, so I don't mind them kind of sitting on my face everywhere else, like under the eyes. But for the nose and the chin and the lip bit, I like to blend that first, just get it out of the way. Then I can go and start pressing on under the eye. And I love this concealer, like it's just so thick and nice, but it's not heavy under the eye, like, but it just looks so full coverage. I love it. Yeah. And of course, foundation brush again, and start blending out all that bronzer. See, I feel like whenever you leave it on there, it goes a bit darker than it would if you just put it on and start blending it right away. So this is why I like to do the nose, all that first. There we go. Beautiful. And you can go underneath that contour with the beauty sponge that you've just used for the concealer, just so anything left on there, you know, make it more snatched. For powder, I forgot about my WD. Shh. I wasn't doing anything. For my powder, I'm using the RCMA No Colour powder as usual. I've already got some of this put out, so I'm going to just use that. With a little small brush, I go around everywhere that I've just put the concealer first. And I'm not baking this, I'm just literally putting it on, wiping it off. It's just to set it. I don't like to bake because I feel like in photos it's bad. I done it once and honestly, never again. Like, I haven't tried it with this powder, but I tried it with another powder. I went out, thought it looked gorgeous. Then there was photos. I was not gorgeous, clearly. Because flash was not my friend that day. No, it was not. So whenever I set where I've put the concealer, I'm going to go with a big fluffy brush and set the rest of my face and my chest too. Don't forget your chest. Remember, you've put foundation on there. Like, I'm just lightly putting it around the rest of my face, this powder. I'm not wanting to be absolutely caked because I'm going to be going in with bronzers, which are powders, and that will set it too. Let's see. And remember to really blend it out on your arm. Yeah, beautiful. Like, I look like a glowing goddess already. I hope you do too. Right. Now for bronzers and lips. Lips, I forgot. I have no lipstick up here. Oh no. 2 seconds. Oh, I do. Okay, so I like to put my lipstick on first because that makes me see how much bronzer I need to add on, which I've mentioned before. So for lips, I'm using the Rimmel Provocateur Lips. Yeah, it is Kiss Me You Full. And I use this as a base because it stays on all night, honestly, so good. I don't use lip liner whenever I'm going out either. I literally just put this on and good to go. So that is my first layer, which is the Rimmel London lipstick. And then, because that stays on all night, it's really good for drinking, smoking, eating, all that kind of stuff. Anything you're putting near your mouth, it'll stay on. Okay. But because I love a different colour red, I've started putting on this Kat Von D liquid lipstick, and it is Outlaw, and it looks beautiful. So I've started putting this on second. Yeah, I love it. It's just those two together, perfect combination, love them. Now I'm going to go on and put on my lashes, which should be dry by now. And if they're too dry, then I like to just add a slight little bit of glue again. And then, because they are new lashes, I'm really going to have to work these round. Just keep on pushing them in between my fingers to make them more round than straight, just to fit your actual eyes. And then I'm just going to pop those on. And you just keep on squeezing your natural lashes and the fake lashes together until, you know, they're on there. I like to push on my lashes with some tweezers. I actually forgot about that little mess up with the what's called eyeliner. I'm just going to take a little tiny brush. I'm going to take a little bit of that brush that we used to blend out the P. Louise base and put that over where I slightly messed up. And then taking the blending brush again with the bronzer. And that instantly fixes it. Yeah. Let's see. Again, twisting those in your finger. And really bending them into shape. Just so then it'll be easy to put on your actual eyelashes. As I mentioned, I can do a video on this, sizing and putting them on, and any tips that I have. If you would like to see it, just comment down below and I can go ahead and do that. I think where people struggle most is actual sizing, because you aren't sizing right. That's why they're coming off or they're not sticking. People tend to size them too big because they think their eyes are that big, but honestly, most of the time I just cut slight tiny bit off and then they're perfect. Can't actually see in that mirror. Yeah. Love lashes. I love them. Now, I like to let them sit for a wee bit while I do on my bronzer, and then I can come back with mascara after. So I'm just going in with some of the bronzer that I use for my eyes and a small brush, and I'm just gonna put that on right in the corner, right at the hairline, and then take a big brush and just lightly buff that out. So pat it all, build it up right at the hairline, and then blend it out with a big fluffy brush. I like to put a little bit on my nose as well to bring back that colour again. And of course you can blend that out again with the big fluffy brush. Then for the rest of my head and all that, I'm using the CYO bronzing powder in medium, and again just go over where I've just done that and gently blend that out. And then all around my head where I've put all the rest of the contour. This just builds up that colour really nice. And you can take a wee bit down your chest as well if you would like. But remember, we are coming back to the chest to do highlighter and stuff. And you can also blend out more. Make sure you go round where you've blended into the arm. Who would have known you would have been doing so much blending into your arm and your armpit? Yeah. Now, taking the Hoola Benefit bronzer again and the little blending brush, I'm just going to do under my eyes as well. So then that really brings in all the eyes together. Now I do have to go get mascara, so I do not have any here. So I do have to put these on a little pause just for a second. Thank you. Okay, so I have went ahead and got some mascara. I found the number 7, the full 360 all round incredible lashes mascara. It is in black, I hope. I did get this for Christmas in one of the little sets, and I have no other mascara, so here it goes. I'm just literally blending in those natural lashes with the fake ones. So I'm not really putting on loads of mascara here. It's just to cover up any of the glue, anything like that that's went on the natural lashes, and just to actually stick them more to the fake ones. Like so. And as I said, I don't put them on the bottom lashes, but I am going to put a little bit of eyeliner on my bottom lashes waterline. I was trying to get that word out there. And it is the Crazy Sexy Call, or whatever they're called, from Soap and Glory. I'm just going to put that in the bottom waterline. This is also what I got from my little set that I got. So after I've done this, I'm just going to set this with a black eyeshadow, just like I done with the top. And it makes it last a lot longer than if you were just to do the liner. So I'm just going back in with the black from the Kaylee MEA palette and just setting that in place. Yeah, now a little bit of blusher. I've already done bronzer. A little bit of blusher and onto the highlighter, the best bit, as I always mention. So for blusher, I'm just going to use the soft blusher from Collection. I really like this little colour. It's really, really nice. And I'm just going to pat that on to place and then gently buff into the skin. Highlighter. Going back in with the Sub-Zero palette, I am going to take a little tiny brush. It is the Kaylee MEA SK01 brush. I'm going in with Made It. And right at the top there, putting it on at the highest part of my cheek. Highest part. and then into Babley. Just blend that in. And as mentioned, I love looking in the viewfinder for highlighter. I just love looking at it in all different angles. Ooh, I went into the wrong one. Too busy staring at myself there. Right, then I'm going to take Babley again and just go over my collarbones. And I like to put a little down my neck as well. Don't know why, just like it. And a little on my shoulders. And also this bit here, so whenever I actually put on what I'm wearing, I'll just kind of hit off there. Okay. Yeah. Now to set everything in place, I'm using the MAC Fix Plus. And don't forget to go over your chest because you have spent enough time doing it. Make sure it's set in place all night long. Woo! Let that dry a little. Yeah, so this is me done with this look. And I'm going to go stick on my outfit so then you can properly see everything together. Hey everyone, so I have went ahead and put on my little red play suit, and no, normally people don't like to put red lips with a red play suit or outfit, but I like to be bold, and I'm going to put on some red shoes, bold, thank you. So yeah, that is my go-to going out look. I always do the red lip look whenever I'm going out, natural kind of lid. That's just what I like. And if you have got to this point, I must give you a awesome tip, which is with the foundation shade. I like to use a warm tone foundation shade because it picks up on camera really nice. It picks up on camera a lot nicer than a cool tone shade. So if you are buying any foundations for going out, always pick a warm shade, you know, instead of natural or cool toned. Warm, perfect for camera. Please, you know, enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please go ahead and like this, so then I know and I can do more of these kind of videos. And I also forgot to put on a little necklace. Ooh, pretty.